I always tell everybody it's better to be an alpha than it is a beta. An alpha will live better, happier, longer than a beta will ever live. An alpha, bar none, is happier and more successful than a beta will ever be. But today, we're going to talk about alpha imprinting, what it is, what it does, and how does it affect you? How does it affect the woman? What's up, YouTube? My name is Albert Silva. I'm representing Alpha Man Lifestyle. And if you're new to my channel, welcome aboard. I hope you hit that like, subscribe button, and I hope I entertain you. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So, alpha imprinting. I preach to everybody, become an alpha. It's where you need to be mentally and physically, right? Because it's a physical aspect to being an alpha as well as being there's a mental aspect to that as well. Okay, so when you're in a relationship with a woman, right, and you're an alpha, let's just say you're a bona fide alpha. First of all, the woman will never leave an alpha. Women do not leave alpha men because alpha men are so far and few between that when you actually do find one, you're just not going to leave them. A woman will not leave an alpha. If a woman hooks up with a beta, she will treat him like shit. She will disrespect him. She will cheat on him. She will take him to the courts. She will shit all over a beta. That's just the way it is. Beta men get treated like shit. Alpha men get treated like kings. And that's why I always tell you guys, you need to become alpha before you get into any relationships with any women. So when a woman is with an alpha, bona fide alpha, she's going to love that guy deeply, so deeply that she will never, ever, ever be able to love the same way again, okay? She will never be able to love again that same specific way, so deep and so, it's such a deep connection that she will never, ever love like that again. Here's the bad part though. She'll search for it for the rest of her life. An alpha will leave a woman, but a woman won't leave an alpha. So when an alpha leaves a woman, she goes and searches for that type of love, that bond, that emotional connection that an alpha gives. When the alpha leaves a woman, I don't care what she says, what she does, she will stay up at night. She will lose sleep. She will dream about this guy. He's constantly in her thoughts, in the daydreams. It's almost like a bad dream. She will always be thinking about that alpha that left, thinking about what could she have done differently, thinking about why he left, all kinds of stuff, constantly on her mind. When an alpha leaves a woman, he leaves her in such a weird state of mind that she's thinking, I could never love anybody. I don't want to be with another person unless he makes me feel the way that alpha did. See, that's called alpha imprinting. She's looking for the same emotion. She's looking for the same treatment. She'll always be comparing every man she comes across to that alpha she once had. You will never, ever make her happy because you ain't that guy. You ain't that alpha guy. And if you are an alpha, you're going to be lacking because he did things that you ain't going to do. He did things that you're not willing to do. So she'll leave you because she's pining away for that alpha. And guess what? Let's just say 5, 10, 15 years, 20 years goes by and she hasn't been with that guy, that alpha guy, for that long. All it takes is a phone call. All it takes is a text. All it takes is an email and she'll be right in. Why? Because she's hooked. It's almost like a drug. It's almost like crack. Once you taste it, you're hooked for life. She will never be okay with not feeling the way that alpha made her feel. She will never feel okay. She'll never feel good. She'll never be happy. She will never truly be happy unless she gets that kind of alpha, unless she gets that same guy, really is what it is. She will not only be unhappy with you, but she'll be searching for that alpha guy even though you're married to her, even though you got a family with her. She will never be satisfied because truly nobody ever makes her satisfied. And that's what alpha imprinting is. You've imprinted on her so strongly that she could never ever be happy because she's always going to be searching for that feeling, that emotion, that connection, that masculinity that alpha used to have. And unfortunately, sometimes they go a whole lifetime and they can't find that alpha. Sometimes they'd rather just die alone than to get a beta. And honestly, I don't blame them. You want to be with an alpha. That is the top of the food chain kind of guy. Why would you want to be with anything less? And this is why I tell everybody, you need to be an alpha because you imprint on these women. These women want to be with you. These women prefer to be with you. And that's all I have for you guys today, man. That's all I have for you. Alpha Imprinting. I hope I let you guys know exactly what Alpha Imprinting is, because you will change a woman's life. You will make her a slave to you, a slave to your love. If you're an alpha and you imprint on a woman, she will never, ever, ever forget you. She will never forget you. And all it takes is one phone call, she's back in. One text, she's back in. That's what alpha imprinting is. Anyway, that's all for today. Let a brother know how he's doing, because he's working really hard. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always,
Alpha Lights, let's be more alpha!